season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Bulldogs have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So NC State's offense will go on the attack first. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach Big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
The give to the lone running back. Got him up for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. That's reeled in. It's down.
quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Knapp. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Irwin. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They're working that left side. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with them.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer. But one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Buys a little extra time. Thanks to grab. Tackled there by the defense. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what is...
Turning it on! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Suarez. Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! Great job by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ramos. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. He's in open space downfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off play action. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires to the big fella. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Looking to pass. It's Suarez. Just a short pass to the tight end. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Throws to the back. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Fresno State!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the ground game. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Looking to throw, it's Suarez. Fires the pass, intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Irwin. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Fresno State right back to the line. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Finds the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Dropping back, it's Suarez. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Working that left side now. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Dead center perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Look out, he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Suarez. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was no... Go just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of the bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Touchdown, Fresno State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's snapped. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab over the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Knapp. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Suarez. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Got his man. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and pushing and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Moving out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Fresno State will have to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Using his legs, it's Knapp. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to change this route. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
They'll try the run. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Complete to the right. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Suarez. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Fresno State, 31, NC State.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll give it to him again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Wolfpack line up facing 3rd and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Ramos. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And now on second down for this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Arkansas.
He wants to take the top off. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day. This offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense competing on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
NC State.
He'll bring it out. It's Ramos. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.